Hello, guys. This is Vaish. Hope your preparations are going fine. Now, when the prelims is nearing and almost only 3 weeks are left, I think 21 days. Many people are asking various doubts. So, those only we are converting this into motivational episodes and helping you so that a larger audience who has the same doubt will get the answer to that. So now, the one of the most frequent questions which people ask is like hard work or smart work in the last 21 days, or maybe in the overall 1 year or 2 year when you prepare. Should we do more hard work or should we do more smart work? Okay. Point number one is if you are a serious aspirant, such questions will not come, such doubts will not come, because it's up to you to devise a plan of how to study something. Okay, because you are not someone like a KG student or a first standard student that you are going to face an exam for the first time. Okay, maybe you can tell a difference like, okay, this is competitive exam, it is UPSC, it is tough. All these hype are actually created by the people around you. Okay, but when you search about an exam, you would download the notification first, you download the syllabus first, you listen to maybe one or two toppers, you see the basic books like just glance through it, then you get an idea that whether you are able to do it or not. Okay, just by checking 1 year previous year question paper, that alone will tell you whether you are actually capable of giving this exam or not. Now next, like how to study for that, that again, when you watch orientation videos from any channel which are available for free including our channel, you will get an idea. Okay, and as I told, you will see like, okay, it's like basic history, they're asking geography, they're asking polity, they're asking, but people are still telling it tough. So let me give one attempt and see. Okay, then you will get an idea like in the first attempt, like, okay, this is this kind of thing, I'm not able to score 55 questions as they are telling. So there is some trick to it. That is why it is called the toughest exam. Okay, so that and all fine. Now this hard work or smart work, both are equally important. Okay, that is a one line answer if I have to tell, that both are equally important. If somebody tells like do only smart work, they are telling wrong. If somebody tells do only hard work, that's also wrong. Okay, you have to know that. And okay, if you're new to this channel, please go and watch the previous episodes also, because every episode is making you ready for the big day on October 10. Okay, so hard work you need to study. That is, the pain in taking down notes or underlining, highlighting, reading again, forgetting something and then again reading, discussing with your friends or your mentors, or taking a test based on that. So it's all involves hard work. Okay, you have to invest your time, money, everything you have to bear. Okay, when your friends are enjoying, you have to sacrifice all that. You have a lot of hard work to do. Okay, but this is to study, but to know what to study, okay, for that you need smart work. That is a small difference between hard work and smart work. You have to know, like basically, like if you tell in this exam what is being asked, it is asked like history is asked, geography is asked, polity, economy, science, environment, international relations. These are the most important things, and in this also both static and dynamic will be there. So when you are preparing for a competitive exam, first thing you have to know is you don't want to become the topper, you just want to clear that preliminary round so that you can go to the next level. I'm telling the first stage. Okay, first stage you need not be a topper. If you are aiming to become the topper, you are actually failing there itself. Okay, because there is nowhere that even these marks are cared about. There is nowhere that you are ranked accordingly, and it's not even counted. Okay, even if you get 200 out of 200 in the morning paper and 250 in the CSAT paper, it is not going to be counted in the next stage. Okay, so there is no point becoming the topper. That is first thing. So please first understand that point. And now the next one, static or dynamic, whether I should do all the static things and then am I safe, will I be able to clear with the static alone? That is wrong. Okay, because in this syllabus, UPSC syllabus, if you go and download the PDF, the first line in the syllabus for prelims, it is written like all events of national and international importance. Okay, meaning here Modi government did something, or their Trump or Afghanistan did something, still you have to study. Okay, you have to study everything which is in the news. And it's not like based on that news directly the news item will be asked. Meaning if Taliban goes and capture one area, they will not ask you a question like Taliban captured which city. That they will not ask, but they will ask the significance of that city, or maybe they'll ask the map location of that city. Okay, so the static part of a dynamic news item is what is the UPSC 100 questions. Okay, even if you think like only in geography and these things they can ask current affair, you are wrong. Even in history they ask current affair, meaning if something like 150th anniversary of some personality, or some world war related something is happening or something. Okay, many things are there, like Jallianwala Bagh, 1919 it happened, so 2019 a question was expected. Okay, after 100 years, same like 150 years, 200 years, or anything new, maybe a cultural something is being organized, or cultural tourism related something is organized. If it is a historic significance, then UPSC will ask it. They are not asking usual Akbar Jahangir questions nowadays. Okay, that is there, it will come one or two questions. So your hard work is to study those books, but smart work in history is you have to understand that ancient plus medieval plus art and culture together, maybe only 10 questions or 12 questions will come, but modern history alone 10 to 12 questions will come. So what is smart work there? Smart work is that you identify that modern history is the most important part of history, so invest more time on that. That is called smart work. But to study that, you will study Spectrum, you will study Bipin Chandra, you will study a previous year paper, everything of that modern history section, so that no question will be tough for you when the exam comes. So that is the hard work. So first with smart work, you identified it, and smart work, you studied it. Like geography, smart work is identifying that GC Leong is a useless textbook. Okay, in prelims I'm telling, it's a very good textbook. It is good for mains, it's good for options, but for your prelims exam, GC Leong is not going to give you anything. But simply every topper keeps telling you that, and you keep wasting your time on that. Okay, you have to study that. I am not telling don't study, but for prelims, you simply do your NCRT, simply do the previous year paper. Every geography question which comes in this thing, you can answer. Take 10 years paper or maybe 5 years paper. Every question in geography is either on tropical cyclone or maybe rainfall or clouds or something like that, which is happening in the news also, cyclone or monsoon or something. They are not asking you volcano, they are not asking you igneous rock, metamorphic rock, they are not asking you latitude and longitude. Not a single question is there in the last 5-6 years. Because now Forest Service exam is also giving the same prelims. They are asking you questions on agriculture, farming, all that which is environmental oriented, meaning you cannot clearly demarcate which is a geography question, which is an environment question. That kind of questions are coming here. Then why waste your time on GC Leong for prelims? Don't read it. Okay. In case maybe 2021-22 they bring back that pattern, then it will be a learning for you. But in the last 5-6 years, it's a waste of time studying GC Leong, or waste of time taking big atlas and sitting. Map question also go and see. It is either asked what is in current affair, or it is asked basic common sense kind of thing. Okay, so that how much ever atlas you study, you will not be able to solve that. You have to see in current affair what is there and where is that location of that place. Okay. Then polity, you are seeing that Lakshmikant, when you study, definitely if 20 questions they ask you, all 20 is solvable from polity. Then why are you not doing Lakshmikant seriously? Okay, so smart work is in identifying that Lakshmikant is 99% more trustable than the NCRT for polity. So you have to do Lakshmikant. Okay, and hard work is sitting and reading that polity 100 times. Okay, if you are a serious aspirant, you would have studied. There are many people who think like reading polity end to end one time is something great. The actual toppers are reading that textbook 5 to 10 times, end to end. I'm telling, page by page, line by line, everything. Any night you wake up them and ask like what is different between ordinary bill and money bill, they will tell you all the clauses because they have done that hard work. So it's not like hard work is not required. But first they identified the smart work that I will do only Lakshmikant. I will not do NCRT. I will not read simply some toppers notes or something else made by some coaching institute. I trust Lakshmikant fully because questions are coming. Last year I think 24, not last year, previous year, 24 or 25 questions came from polity alone. That too, out of which 20 was solvable from Lakshmikant. Meaning 1/4 of the paper is there in Lakshmikant, means you should definitely do it right. That is polity. Economy, again, there is Ramesh Singh, there is Shankar Ganesh, there is NCRT. There are many things. But finally, when UPSC asks you, they will ask something like money and banking, repo rate or inflation or deficit, something which is there in the news or in economic survey. So you know that is important. So obviously, smart work is in identifying that. Okay, science again. How much ever you study NCRTs or any books, it is a waste of time. Okay, science you have to study what? Science you have to study only the current affair, or you don't study and go also. With common sense, you can solve the questions. You take last 5 years questions again. Science, everything is either application of 3D technology, 3D printing, or 3G, 4G, 5G, virtual reality, augmented reality. These are all gaming things and internet of things, artificial intelligence. These are things in the news. Okay, it's not there in your physics textbook or biology textbook. Okay, so that is how you identify. Then environment again, Shankarayya's textbooks give you entire theory, but again questions are not directly coming nowadays. Questions are not asked about ecology or lithosphere or biosphere. They are not asking you. They are asking you wildlife sanctuaries, national parks, UNESCO sites. So these are all again current affairs. Okay, so that is the smart work, identifying what it is. International relation, they are asking you bodies. 1 day, 1 year SARC, 1 day Mekong Ganga Cooperation, 1 day, 1 year GCC. So every grouping is important. So you cannot skip the grouping. Okay, G20 grouping, every coaching institute told last year that, or the previous year that, don't study. It has 20 countries. UPSC is not going to ask you. But we Vaishya told, please study it and go. And 2020, exactly G20 countries were asked. They gave you 16 countries option and asked you to select which one is not in part of G20. Okay, so you had to study that. So when some good mentor tell you, you have to listen to that. So that is about the subjects. Now newspaper or magazine in the last minute or the full thing. Full thing, ideally you have to do newspaper because for mains also it is required and every question is dynamic in the mains. Okay, GS2, GS3 and all is completely from the newspaper. But towards the end, you can do a magazine reading from any coaching institute or any test series from like Vaishya IAS, which is 100% reliable. Okay, because we read the current affair for you, we make the MCQ for you with explanation. So it is like you can by heart it faster. Okay, but if you had taken newspaper and did the traditional way, like cutting out editorials and all, that is all the 90s style. Okay, don't do that kind of things in this generation. You have everything in notes format, you have everything in digital format. Whatever you can Google. Internet is there for everyone. Okay, so please don't do this cutout and filing papers and all. It is waste of time. Okay, you get motivated by this Delhi people's room and all, like one room full of newspaper cutout, atlas map, and this room is full made dirty and a mess. You think that is how toppers become. It is nothing like that. If you are comfortable in digital reading, do digital reading. If you need only magazines, do only magazines. Whichever helps you learn something, that is enough. You don't have to show off or copy like any other topper. Okay, that's about the newspaper reading. And towards the prelims, please don't read newspapers. Now and all, you should ideally not read editorial. Skip it for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and after mains, after prelims, you can again restart it. Whatever you missed, that also you can catch up. Also, there are hundreds of YouTube channels now doing it, editorial. We are also ready to do for you, but I told you, you have to support us by subscriptions. Then we'll think of a non-stop series for editorial. Okay, so that is about the newspaper. Now, notes or test. Again, there are many people who write notes, who read toppers notes. I will again tell toppers notes and all very limited. You please use it, okay, because they have made notes based on their comfort level, based on their understanding. They didn't want you to pass by reading their notes. Okay, notes means that you make something a precise explanation of something which you can recall it, or you can easily read it one more time instead of reading the full textbook. Like Lakshmikant and all, you cannot read it fully, so you have to make chart format, Excel format. That is why we also give revision chart, snippet card, and even now our teachers are doing our history mini series and all. Hundreds of Excel sheet you would be seeing daily. That if you do, then you don't have to read the actual R.S. Sharma, actual spectrum. Okay, so that is the benefit of notes. So you decide it. If you have a good test series where they give you basic explanation, that is better always. Okay, like Vaishya's test series is the one people are again trusting and again enrolling, because we give you question, answer, explanation in the most precise way. You read that and that topic is clear to you. And like that, next year it's like 100 tests. Okay, 10,000 MCQs we are going to give. So we are now itself sure that 2022 exam we will be getting 100 plus marks in the prelims. Okay, our students, if you study properly, it's not like you simply enroll and you will get. You have to study it. Okay. Then non-stop I should study, or I should do in a planned way. So ideally you should do in a planned way, a disciplined way, smart work. It's all fine. Like you have to study 6 hours a day, or 2 hours I'll do NCRT, 2 hours I'll do writing, 2 hours do practice. So that you have to do a planned way. But non-stop 16 hours, 18 hours also will help you towards the end of the, like 1 week is left or 10 days is left. If you do that, it's good, but don't sacrifice your sleep. Okay, and try to study more in the daytime. Okay, daytime in the sense the exam time, 9:30 to 11:30, 2:30 to 4:30. That time when you study, the day of exam also, your brain will be active. Your brain will be more able to recall what you studied the same time in the previous day. Okay, so overnight and all you can study, but non-stop too much also will put a strain on you. So try to balance it out. Okay, so this is the overall subject wise and topic wise or newspaper wise, notes wise, I could explain in very like few minutes. Okay, even though all these things, separate videos are there. For newspaper I have made separate video, for notes making separate video, for time management separate video, everything is already there. This is just to finally motivate you. And final conclusion is that previous year paper, the last 5 or 10 years question answer, if you are not by hearted, I'm telling you, you will not clear this exam. Okay, maybe it is sounding rude, or maybe it is sounding like something else other than what your coaching institute told. But previous year paper, if you cannot tell, okay, like this question, it came in 2018 for this subject, or that question for 2016. If you cannot tell correctly like that, that means you have no idea UPSC what is going to ask you on October 10. Okay, you should be actually predicting it. This will come, that will come. If you are not reached that level, your preparation has been very weak. Okay, previous year paper is the key to your success. And I'm telling questions will repeat also, not like ditto, but the same topic in the same way, or the wrong option of previous year will be the right answer for this year. Okay, whatever they put in options, it's there in their bucket list. They will again frame questions out of that. Okay, and that in numerous videos I have told, please go and watch my previous year episodes. Okay, these are all the playlists which is made for you for practice for prelims only. Okay, this environment series is going on, polity series is going on, geography series, everything prelim specific. I have kept my most lectures on hold. Okay, post-independence lectures, society lectures, we have now slowed it down because your prelims is nearing. So when we are doing the right things for you, you also have to do the right things to not repay us. It is only for you. Okay, we are asking you to like, share and subscribe to support us, so that we feel like we can be able to sustain this channel for free. Okay, because you know channels cannot run freely for a long time. Okay, so if you support us, you will get more and more videos, but try to listen to whatever we told in this video and all the other videos also, and support us by subscribing in both the channels. I'll come with the next episode, which is also a little bit interesting, and a question from one of the student only. So wait for that. Till then, enjoy your learning. Thank you and have a nice day.